Hello, everyone. This is Amar Wolf of FurryTimes.net and YouTube. And who's going to post more videos on Instagram? We'll talk about that later. Anyway, I'm here to talk about MFF 2025, Villainous Vacation. Anyway, to be honest, I knew this MFF was going to be a bit different this year. With the dealer's den being moved to a space for smaller concert held, yes, literally, this is where the coin show convention is held, in the dealer's den. Plus, they used extra space. God, it was huge. We also knew that Artist Alley was going to be fully stocked. I mean, there was no empty space. In fact, they had to move some of the artists over to the dealer's den. First time that has ever happened. Also, something I've been pushing for the last couple of years, and I'm happy. The art show, also new space, set its own record. Not only the largest space they ever had, but they had $90,000 plus in sales. That's a lot. But we have to start where I did. Thursday, December 4th, sometime around 3:30 in the afternoon. I was hoping to make it to Reg before the second batch was called at 5. I swear, if I filmed this, people thought this was AI, but it was something usually different. Let me kind of set the scene from last year. Last year, a friend and I went to registration. We had to wait till the 5 o'clock show because we got a little late. And we had to wait an hour just to get the badge and a little over an hour to get sponsor swag, which, by the way, Sponsor has his own perks. By the way, these two, the middle ones, I got from different cons. This one I picked up. I had a 5th ribbon down here, but I lost it. More on that later. Oh, boy. Anyway, MFF would not go on record how quick this thing was. But I can say from my own personal experience, and I'm not saying everybody else had this, just me and my friend, because I took pictures before and after. From the time we were in line to get our badges to the time I picked up our T-shirts. Sponsors got them free. I love this one. It glows in the dark. I can't do this with the setup I have. A little over half an hour. I'm not joking. A little over a half an hour. I think it was like 34 minutes between photos. And I have the metadata on there. And I'm willing to send it to anybody online who sends me an email to marwolf@mail.com and say, photo proof, I will send it to you. It has the timestamps on it and everything, and you can check it out for yourself. 34 minutes. But anyway, that left me and a friend with, what the hell are we going to do now? We literally turned to each other and said that. What the hell are we going to do now? But my friend used a little more rougher language, what I won't use here. I like to keep this thing so even kids can listen to it, even though it's not made for kids technically. Anyway, YouTube. Anyway. Oh yeah, I got to show you the stuff. With my badge. Also got, this is what the sponsors got. I want to show you, make sure you pull understand this. A secondary ribbon. This one with the duck on it. One of the mascot characters. And we had a good sticker. Nice sticker. The coins have been given out for the last couple of years. I always like those things. I keep them. And of course, the rare and elusive sponsors pin, featuring the croc from their this year's mascot. These I keep. And something the MFF made a real big deal about because of the dancers and the raves they have. They say you have to have a clear backpack. Look at that thing. Personally, I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm keeping this. Yay for me. Anyway, Thursday was unique in the history of MFF. You have to understand something. For the longest time, they've had that poke bowl place down there. Apparently the same company owns a poke bowl place also put a taco place in its stead. Believe me, it was good. Both my friend and I really loved the food. God, it was good. Of course, we later find out the taco place, the poke bowl place, was in the dealer's den with 4 other restaurants. Actually, I can't be certain there was 4 or 5 restaurants in there, but God, the food was good. And I ate really well. It was a little expensive, but God, it was good. All of them ran. But I think the real big thing that kind of stands out was on Thursday they held 49 panels. 49 panels. I know when they posted the schedule, I counted them twice. But, well, anyway, we had to go to, we had to go to the dealer, first of all, we had to go to the opening ceremony. Well, that's Friday anyway. So what we did, we went to a furry merchant panel. I was the only one to bring business cards and stickers. I think that's saying a lot. Even though we got people doing other jobs, I'm the only one willing to promote themselves. I left a lot, and we'll see what happens. Friday, when it rolled around, well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Thursday was great. There was a lot of stuff I did. I'm not quite certain what all of I did, if you know what I mean. If you've been to MFF, you understand there's just so much going on. And it was great. It was absolutely great. Friday brought its own surprise, a much shorter opening ceremonies. I think it just ran a little over half an hour. The regular open ceremonies is usually an hour plus. If you look at the videos on YouTube, I think that would hold up what I'm saying. But this was a little over half an hour. And he had 2 musical numbers in there. One featuring the raccoon mascot, which unfortunately it was delayed longer than the opening ceremony took place. But I did what people normally do after open ceremony. We headed over to the dealer's den and the artist alley, and oh boy, as soon as you stepped in, I gotta say something. I'm used to going to artist alley. A lot more dealers, a lot more stuff to look at. I got so much stuff there. I'll be paying it off. Probably paying it off for the next 2 months on my credit card. Yeah, it was really like that. Got a good commission. Got a really good commission. Yeah. Anyway, just a second. Okay. Anyway, sorry about the delay. I did a commission with Brian Reynolds, aka Toon Fox. What do you think? I love it too. I'm going to frame it as soon as I show somebody else, but it was really good. Anyway, there was so much to look around there. Unfortunately, I missed a couple of panels, including one my friend really wanted to go to. But it was huge. I swear, and this not only came from me, this came from a lot of even the staff there. That as soon as people got into the dealer's den, their jaw hit the floor. It was huge. The videos do not do it justice. It's God, is it huge? It was huge. It was huge. I think they said during the closing ceremony there was something like 400 plus dealers in there. Can you even comprehend 400 dealers? But I think the really excellent thing was all the restaurants they had down there. Because usually you can get, unfortunately, my friend got the same thing. He got a little hook with they want to eat the poke bowls. Don't get me wrong, I love the poke bowls. They're good. But I like a little variety. So I had the tacos and next door place had ramen. Really good ramen I may add this year. But God, it was good. How much I definitely spend in the dealer's den is between me and my credit card company. It was good. Well, I just want to do usually show what I bought down. It's only part of what I got, but I do like certain people, and I just happen to like the title of this one, "Murder at the Gala" by who? Um, Joshua Warbaum. I don't know anything about him, but because I went to First Square earlier this year, and they had you know that hunting masquerade theme. I kind of thought about that and said that's what I wanted. And I'm a huge fan of Night Eyes Dayspring. I know these are usually gay theme novels with sex, but he's a good writer. And this one I picked up because, well, whoever did these is a pretty damn good salesman. I'd really only planned to buy one, so I picked up these. I don't know, and I really can say as at this point, I really haven't. Even though it's been a couple of weeks since MFF, I've been recovering. You probably can tell my voice. I'm just getting over a little bit of concrete. First time I ever got sick at MFF in a long time, but I had a bit of concrete, and it's slowly going away. But anyway, well, unfortunately, we missed a couple of panels because we were so mesmerized by that thing. I would actually say if you're going to go to the dealer's den, if you can go in the morning, go Saturday morning instead of Friday. Focus on the dealer, talk on artists. They had the crowd spread out so evenly, it wasn't too bad working through the crowd, even after it just opened on Friday. I know that's saying a lot, but it really made a difference this year. And by the way, this was probably the best planned out MFF I ever been to. Not since the days before they expanded into the convention center. They had everybody spread out so it didn't feel like overly crowded. And going back and forth between the hotel and the convention center wasn't too bad this year. Because usually, I'll give you another quick example. I take a 3DS with me. I do Street Pass. I fully admit it. I know it sounds kind of crazy doing Street Pass in 2025, but I got 69 hits. Anyway, they also have the pedometer in there. I did 1 year, I did 7.3 miles, and that's walking back and forth. This year was about 5.5. Still was tired when I got home eventually, but that's still cutting it back a little bit by 2 miles. Pretty damn good. What else? Oh yeah, Friday was the first games. Well, I had to mention my friend about this, but he first time he ever went in the first two games, he won a medal. That was a couple of years ago, and he's trying to win his second one since. It's just the way the luck of the draw works out in the works out in the luck of the draw, but he's still trying to get. They're still trying to get one. We got again for next year. But there was another standout that day. Oh yeah, that was Saturday. Anyway, brought Saturday brought the sponsored brunch, which was excellent. Even if you walk past and you're on a sponsor, you go like, "Ooh, food." Yeah, it was pretty much all you can eat, and it was really good food. I hate to say it, a little cold, but it was good. The other standout for on Saturday was the improv games. I'm still not quite certain what happened that day. I'm really not certain. But my friend got a piece of art for a motherboard. Yeah. Anyway, the other standout was Floor Wars. Floor Wars was great. That's like jaw-dropping great. The dancers did a really fantastic job. And the crew, everybody else. And I give it JD Puppy because I happen to like his routine. He's a good person. Or whatever he is underneath in that fursuit. Still a good person. Sunday at any con is a mixed bag. On the last day of the con, you feel post-con depression kicking in. Well, was just beginning to seep in. All the while you're trying to enjoy the last day with Contras. I think the biggest standout in the whole convention was a panel that hardly anybody went to. And if they do it next year, I highly recommend you go because we had a blast. It's called FurFest District Court, a comedy courtroom panel with pure nonsense. We even had a guy in the audience dressed like Jesus, which only added to the humor. It was hilarious. On top of everything else, I have a friend I haven't mentioned before. His handle goes by handle Blue Screen. He made this insane video, which, by the way, I recorded. It's on his channel. Did You Dude 86? Check it out. You will laugh your butt off. The other thing I got to mention is, frankly, I didn't thought it was going to work. Which was him and his part, German Shepherd partial, giving away computer parts to protogens. It was sort of like based upon a meme he saw where protogens were munching on computer parts. I never saw it, but he told me about it. Anyway, he was giving away computer parts for protogens, and they got a kick out of it. Everybody got a good laugh out of it. And he's going to do it again next year. I'm going to video it more. I'm going to probably make more YouTube shorts of him recording the video, giving away the parts. So we got that to look forward to next year. Also, the second fursuit games, fantastic. Now on to the bad side of what happened during the convention. This is nothing, by the way, I'll make it very clear. This is nothing to do with the convention or the concourse or even the staff, nobody. This is on me and my friend. My friend lost the battery to his camera. Also, it's old and it's dying. My regular camera, the one I use for videos, somehow the catch on the battery compartment gave out sometime I was walking around a convention, and a complete set of batteries disappeared. And I hadn't brought anything that would replace it. So that camera went out of order for the bulk of the conventions. I used, a combination of my cell phone and the other camera I have, and it's still. I'm disappointed in not only the convention. I'm more disappointed in myself. The second fursuit games they had on Sunday was fun. I had another friend. I'm not sure what their fursuit names is, but they had a great time. Everybody had a wonderful time. I took a lot of photos. Sometimes this is the only way, dude, the crowd, you're going to be able to get a picture of the fursuiters. And I got some really nice photos this year. And I can honestly say it, I really did. 200 photographs. I know that's not as much as some, but guys, such a great fursuits. The closing, I hate to say it, finally the closing ceremony. Best closing ever. 2 musical numbers and all the news you wanted to hear, like MCP, Chicago, that's your surety, getting $151,000 plus. And we had, despite what some have said, it's not 17,000 yet. We had 16,925. The theme for next year, Bark to the Future. Yeah. Bark to the Future. The poster, you got to check it out. Fantastic. As great as MFF 2025 was, it held some surprises that my friend and I did not expect. God did not expect. One was he ran into his favorite YouTuber there, Astro Kitty, who I'm gotta admit, up until that point, I never heard of before. And I make an apologies to Astro because now I enjoy your stuff. I follow you. And the other, when I went through the dealer's den the last time, kind of picking up what I could, I ran into Artemis Wishfoot. All 6'5" of him. God, he's big. But I spoke to them. I praised him. According to later on, he posted he appreciated the fans acknowledging him that he was, was fantastic. And we talked about my plans to go to Indy FurCon, where he's going to be guest of honor next year. And I will be there. He also liked what I said when I said you are make more sense than half the people online. He kind of dismissed it, but his husband kind of agreed with me. So I think Indy FurCon is going to be very enjoyable. I may even buy him for dinner. We'll see what happens. I'm not holding too much hope, and I'm not trying to stalk anybody. I'm just a guy hoping to have fun. Anyway, that's it for now, and we'll see what life throws at me. Till later.